Okay, you probably heard the news that earlier today, Hyder Garcia, Tarrant County election administrator, resigned, effective in June. He cited a disagreement with our new county judge, O'Hare, disagreement over integrity and values, from what I understand. Here's why it's not my favorite thing. You know, I'm in the middle of an investigation into how things got to where they are in our local elections, okay, and in Texas elections in general. Um, it's grown. The scope of this investigation has grown further beyond what I expected it to. Um, there's not very many people in the world that know as much as Hyder knows about these computerized voting systems. He's built them. He's built them. He knows a lot. I don't know. I really don't know who they're going to follow up, with after that. But if I need information about these computerized voting systems, I usually ask Hyder. And based on what he responds with, I do my own research and look into stuff from there. And it's kind of like it's kind of like just switching the band-aid over a festering wound. We kind of need Hyder to stay here while we fix this. Like, while we fix this issue. He's the one that set up the current voting systems in Tarrant County. He brought all of the current systems to Tarrant County. He understands them inside and out. And the next DA is not going to. They're not going to. Unless they're as qualified as Hyder or Scarpello from Dallas, who worked for ES&S, who worked for Runbeck. Hyder worked for Smartmatic. So there are just not very many people in the world that have that knowledge that we need to to understand exactly what's happening with these computerized voting systems. People need to educate themselves and learn what questions to ask. But you can learn all the questions, you can learn as much as you can about this stuff, but if your EA has no idea what they're talking about, you're just going to be running around in circles, okay? It's hard for Hyder to play stupid for long because he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. I often have said he is the best in the world at administering computerized voting systems, computerized elections. All right, that's just a fact. I was not part of the petition to try and have him fired. I told him that. He didn't believe me, I think, but I told him that. I just don't think it's the best thing to do. I am a little curious as to where he might go. I wonder if he has something lined up already. And I do also wonder if he'll be pulled into the Secretary of State's office, or just be utilized in some other official capacity, related to elections. That, we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. But you know what? We may have a more pressing matter to discuss, Tarrant County. So today I was alerted that the live feed into the ballot board, where they process all of the mail-in ballots, where the ballots are stored and required to be kept under surveillance for the duration of the election period until they're locked up for the 22-month preservation period. The camera feed was not on. The cameras weren't on. And I called to try and get a statement, and I was told by someone who shall remain nameless that they spoke with Hyder and were informed that the cameras were cut as part of a budget expense trimming. So that they won't be used in these municipal elections. The cameras won't be used in these municipal elections because the code doesn't require it for municipal elections, and they're trying to trim up the budget. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's accurate. I was also told that Tim O'Hare issued that order. Tim O'Hare was adamant that he did not authorize any cameras to be turned off for the municipal elections. So, Commissioner's Court's tomorrow morning. It was a big day today. I had a stress headache earlier today. But I asked off for tomorrow because we're going to go to Commissioner's Court. A couple of us are going to show up. I don't know how many, but we're going to show up. We're going to talk to people. about a few things. I'm sure there will be people there speaking about who's going to replace Hyder. I'm going to show up and ask about those cameras. Ballot board's not convening tomorrow, but they'll be convened again next Wednesday, is what I was told by a poll watcher who was present today at the ballot board. So, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, feel free to show up to Commissioner's Court. And if you want to become a poll watcher, become appointed, you want a crash course, email me, takingtxback@gmail.com, and I'll get you appointed, and I'll get you trained up. And yeah, you should be good to go. Okay, that's about it. Feel free to celebrate if you feel like it. For me, it's not quite a win. Not quite. It's not quite what I had in mind. But I know a lot of people wanted something like this. So, okay. All right, well, bye.